Hi everyone, Nick Smith here. I'm going to do a short video just showing you an installation of Lighting Reality on a machine that has not had Lighting Reality installed before. So a couple of options at this point. You will have probably received an email, something along the lines of what's up on screen, which shows you some of the new features in version 2, a link to the setup reality file, and also the YouTube channel as well. So you can obviously click on the link, and that will then take you to that particular page. Or alternatively, if you go to YouTube, do a search for Lighting Reality support. So if you search for that in the search engine, you will see the Technical Center support page, which is this one here. If you click on that, that will obviously take you to this page here, and it will give you some of the playlists that we have, and each of the new features has got its own video, which we've uploaded in the last few days. So obviously, if you click the subscribe button, that will take you to will advise you of any new videos that we publish in due course. And of course, if you have any requests of features that you want us to cover, then please drop us an email to support@lightingreality.com, or you can message us through YouTube, and we get those. But there is quite a few videos already here, quick setup guides, how to set up a basic luminance calculation, and the options panel, and various other bits and pieces. So please take a look at those, and we'll take it from there. So the first thing we need to do is to actually install the setup file. So by clicking on this link here, you can download that. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take that into and I'm going to put it into Chrome. I personally find Chrome works a bit better than Microsoft Edge. It's 6 and 2/3. It's whatever it is. Or alternatively, you can use the original Internet Explorer, which you will find in here. So either one of those two. So I'm going to run that file. And what that will then do is it will present you with the opportunity to put in your installer license key. So we can go to here, we can select copy, we can go to the installer, and then paste that value in, and then select next. That will then look up your license key, tell you who you are and who the software is licensed to. We select next at the bottom here. You're then presented with the terms and conditions. Please do read through those, like you always do, don't you? When you have to do this, obviously you need to accept the agreement to move forward, and then select next. And at this point, it will then present you with various options. So the first thing is you need to install is Lighting Reality, obviously. You can also install all of the photometry and download it all at the same time. Now, depending on the speed of your internet connection, that could take anywhere from about 10 or 10 minutes to about 25 minutes to install it all. It depends on the type of hard drive you've got and also how fast your internet connection is. So I'm obviously not going to do that now, so I'm going to select clear. But what I will do is install a couple of programs, a couple of data sets, just to show you how the process works. So I'm going to click download and install. And it will then go through the download process and suck down the various files. It will then ask you if you want to include the Lighting Reality PDF printer. Now, whether you choose to install this or not is really up to you. It doesn't cost you anything. It's part of the license agreement to use that. We would recommend that you install it. If you have PDF printing problems, then we may ask you to actually use this printer, so that we can establish if there is a problem with the printing or with the process that you're using. So please do select yes. Obviously, if you have Windows 10, that comes with a PDF printer, which is really good. You may have something like Adobe Acrobat or some other such PDF printer, which I'm sure is equally as good as well. But obviously the Windows 10 one is exceptionally good, and of course you get that with Windows 10, so yes, you can please use that as well. So I'm going to say yes in this point, and it will then download and install all of the programs. And it will then go and install Lighting Reality. You can see that process is going on in the background. And then we go through the finishing of the installation, and we need to write values, various things into the registry, like your license key, the support for the various file extensions that we use in Lighting Reality. We also have a reader program that's installed as well. We need to set that up properly as well, and we also need to set the permissions on the computer as well to the various folders, and just generally tidy up the installation and so on and so forth. So that process is still going on, and so the programs are finished installing. We're now installing the photometry. That's just going through and finishing that process off. Obviously, if you'd selected the all button, all of these would go through one after another and take that. I have a solid state drive in this computer, so it's quite fast at installing. So the process is now complete, and let's just get rid of all of those windows, close all tabs. So that's now finished, so we select exit, and we should have 4 icons on the desktop now: the road program, the reader, which I talked about a few minutes ago, and the outdoor program. So you can run either of the outdoor or the outdoor or the roadway program, and this process is it's then asking you if you want to activate your license. Now there's 2 or 3 ways that we can do this at this point. The first one is obviously to select the activate license button. The second is to do what we call an email activation, and if you have problems with your internet connection at this point and you can't activate just by clicking the button here, then what we can do is we can click activate by email. You click on this support at Lighting Reality email, and that should then generate an email in your chosen Outlook, your chosen email client. You can see mine has come up in Outlook. And you then press send, obviously fill in the information that's necessary, and then what we will then do is we will send an email back to you with a 10-digit activation code, which you type into that box there, hit enter, and then that will license the software. We obviously prefer it to be done automatically, so by clicking the activate license at the top here, that will then activate the license and make the program work, and so on. So by clicking the roadway button here, that will then run the program, and at this point there's a couple of things you probably want to take a look at. So if you go to the options panel and then go to the default panel, you can put your name in here, so that comes out in all projects that you do, your default maintenance factor or whatever that is. Please choose drive on left, drive on right based on the country that you're based in. Obviously a lot of countries drive on right. In the UK we drive on the left, so I'm going to select that as my option. I'm going to choose to optimize to meter intervals. The other thing we might need to look at is the R table, the default R table that we use. There's a whole bunch of different options here. We tend to use C2 in the UK, but it may be you use R2 or R3 as your default R table. Select whichever one you want. Obviously alter the wet one as well to if you use a wet road surface. So and then select save and then close, and that will then take effect with any future projects that you get involved with. Before I finish on options, can I ask you please to go take a look at this page here, the customize report section. The default says it's design software from Lighting Reality. Can I please ask you to put your own organization's information into this box here for the title page and the footer of all the subsequent pages, and you can choose your logo as well based on whatever your organization's logo is as well. If you need any more help with that, please drop us an email to support@lightingreality.com. We also have a section in the help files. If you open up the help file and just type in logo into Adobe Acrobat, that will then bring up the that particular help feature and tell you what you need to do and how to actually do that. So we get emails from customers asking us to change designs, and we would really like them to come directly to yourselves. So make any changes, select save and close, and then your program will work as best it can. So thank you very much for watching. May I ask you to do a few things before I sign off? The first thing is, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. You will obviously get notifications of future videos that we publish. If you like the video, please hit the like button below. Helps us with our rankings within Google, and every little helps. And if you have any questions, please drop us an email to support@lightingreality.com, and we will endeavour to get back to you as quickly as possible with that. You can also message us through the message box below. Send us a message, either positive or negative. We always like positive feedback, but if there's something that we're not quite doing, then please let us know. And you can also follow us on Twitter @LightingReality on Twitter, or you can follow me directly @NickSmith1246 if you want to contact me for whatever reason. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.